and then you have to wait to see if candles start to form support. We do this every day. So you have to wait for candles to start to form support. The basic rule is that when price does a breakout, either if it's to the upside or to the downside, you have to wait for candles to come to the breakout level and form a bullish or a bearish candle respectively, right? Because then and only then you can say that, okay, like, you know what, the candle broke out, it came down to do a retest, and now it's time to form a support. Good support levels you can find basically on the 30 minutes or the 1 hour chart, because they are mostly they have strong confirmation. Most people, what they do is they will start to look for, let's say you have a breakout here. What most people do is they'll start to look at the 5 minute or the 15 minute, right? So now that's not a bad idea, but it's also not really a good idea too, because they have very, very weak confirmations, right? Because what's going to happen is that on the 5 minute and the 15 minute, you're going to see a lot of candles going up and down, so that's going to sway you off your analysis, right? Plus what's going to happen is that you're going to see a lot of false confirmations, right? And they will not be quality confirmations. It's very important. But when you look at the 30 minutes or the 1 hour, you start to look at now your confirmations are going to take time, but they will be quality confirmations, right? So let's say you have a breakout here, the next candle goes down, you have another candle going down, and the next candle just starts to form a support, right? So then you can say, okay, you know what, we start to form support, and now you can initiate your step one. Your step one is, okay, we have found support. Step one is stop loss, right? Stop loss, you can say, okay, found support, obviously stop loss has to be below support or above resistance, or whatever the case is, right? So you place your stop here, and then you play the game of offense, right? There's always the probability, right? So whenever you take a trade, you're counting on the fact that, okay, what's the probability that this breakout has happened? Is the support formed, trend is bullish. What's the probability that it's going to continue moving up, right? The probability of it moving up is always going to be higher than the probability of the breakdown. So you always have to keep that in mind. And when you keep that probability in mind, you keep your risk in mind, you're no longer afraid to take it, right? You're no longer getting antsy about the trade, you're no longer saying that, oh, what if it goes down, because you have your confirmation, you have a breakout, you have a support form and a bullish trend, and you're comfortable with taking that risk. Now, for example, let's say that you don't wait for price to come down to support, and you take a buy right above here, and then you have candles moving down. So now, obviously, you're going to be afraid. Obviously, you're going to say, oh shit, what do I do now? Candles are moving down, and then you're going to close your buy, and then you're going to take a sell, because you're like, oh shit, we're going down, and then that's going to create a whole bunch of things, right? So it's very important to wait for candles to break up below the previous a breakout happens when the candle goes to an area which other candles couldn't, right? That's why they gave the name of the candles as like a gladiator candle, right? So the candles is something that the previous candles could not do. How we keep this again, because that's what the ability to break up. Most times there will be retest, other times there will be no retest based on that. This is very, very important, right? Because sometimes what happens is that you have a breakout, and then you're looking to do you're looking to enter on the retest, right? Sometimes what happens is that there's so much volume in the market, the candles are so huge, keep on going and they give no reason, right? I think that happens, I think 30 to 40% of the time it happens, right? But most times there will always be a reason. Sometimes, like, you know, what might happen is that you're going to have a candle moving up, right? And then all of a sudden you have a wick like this, and then another candle starts to move up, right? So what this will mean is that this wick down here would be a kind of like a retest. That it did a retest. This happens too, right? And this takes a lot of practice and experience to execute on this situation, right? But when you're starting off, what you're basically looking at is, let's remove this here. what you're basically looking at is you're basically looking at candles moving down, and then you're waiting to see if the candles are trying to form some sort of a support, right? So now when you have something